Well, hello again. Hope you're all happy New Year to you all. Monday, January the 4th, eh? Who'd have known? Who'd have known? I hope everybody's had just a fair Christmas, a quiet one. I expect we've had a quiet one, but as we just say often to ourselves, you can't alter yesterday. You can't do nothing about yesterday, but you can improve things to make tomorrow a little bit better. And I know I keep saying it, but it's going to be all right. Times are difficult now. We've got to think of all the people in the hospitals and doctors, nurses, everybody that's doing their damnedest so that we can be safe. Time the injection will come round, hopefully we'll all be all right. But we just got to wait a few more weeks. It'll be okay. So I'm glad everybody's, reasonable. I always think there's a lot worse off than what we have. We're doing okay. We're doing all right. Now, today I'm going to do a Richard Henry one. I know a little bit about Christmas, but because I wasn't talking on much about Christmas, but there we are. Now, this here one's called Home Sweet Home. Good job, Christmas only come once a year, said Mother. Some fuss, and before you can find time to wash your hands, Christmas is over. Give me that jug of milk, Richard Henry. I must make haste, or this pudding won't be done for next year. Had no milk in the jug. Father gave it to the cat as 'tis Christmas time. Well, I got to have drop milk, so he won't have no milk in his tea, nor you neither. Can he milk the cat? I've no time to answer silly questions, as she smacked his hand with a great wooden spoon for picking out the currants and eating them. Father said he did really love Christmas time, said Richard Henry, and so do I. He would. All he got to do is eat, lie in the armchair and sleep. I got all the work to do. Feather enters. Hello, Mother. How's the puddings going? Aren't made yet, like an elephant's trunk, all behind. Can I help you? Asked Feather. Well, you've seen me make enough of 'em. You won't be able to make them yourself. I'll stir 'em. Let's see, said he. Don't you scatter my bowl, mind, for Father had taken off his coat and waistcoat. Going bed, Harry, said Richard Henry. Wish I was, said Feather. That's right, said Mother. Everybody must make a wish as they stir. I made some handsome wish, I did. I hope 'twill come true. Father opened his mouth to say something and left his pipe full right into the bowl. I'm some glad 'tis in my new pipe I had gove me for Christmas. I don't want Tess pudding for months. No, nor do I want Tess baccy when I'm eating pudding, said Mother. Table's a bit rocky, said Feather. I'll put something under one of the legs. He got in under, lifted up the table with his back, and over went the bowl. Better if you never comed in for the night. Bowls scat to sherds, pudding all over the floor, and now the cat is walking in all of 'em. If anybody wish me a happy Christmas, I'll scat him over the head with this spoon. Never mind, said Feather. Things might be worse. I haven't killed that duck yet. What Aunt Martha gave us for Christmas. Shall I bring it in? 'Twill save some washing up. I don't care what you do. Stand upon your head if you won't mind to. Can't stand upon my head, said he, as he slipped his foot and sat down upon the pudding. I'm some glad I didn't go out and sing carols, said Richard Henry. I should have missed all this lot. You go out in the coal house and bring in the duck. And don't leave him go, mind, said Feather. I'm going in next door, said Mother. I can't stand it no more, and mind everything is cleaned up by the time I come in. Cotton, heavy. Hold tight, mind. He won't hurt he. Looks like if he'll be the only one to have Christmas pudding in this house. Shut the door. Can I leave him go now, said Richard Henry. Suppose. Can't hold him all night. All right, here goes. The duck flapped his wings, jumped up on a chair onto the kitchen dresser, and over went all the cups and saucers. The floor was covered with sherds. I'll twist his neck, said Feather. Catch him first. Look, it's going upstairs. And upstairs the old duck went, and out through the bedroom window. They never saw that duck again, and from that day to this. Father said he believed he walked back from Camborne to Aunt Martha's down Marzion. It took Father and Richard Henry 2 hours to clean up the mess, and the band outside played while shepherds watched their flocks by night. I got a little poem here now by David Prowse. This is another Christmas one, but it's just got a A host of stars were gleaming in the cold December sky. We crossed the yard and pushed the stable door. Father hung the lantern on its customary nail. They knelt towards the calf upon the floor. Instinctively its mother turned and licked her baby's head as father ran his hands across her side, like one who somehow understood the pain of giving birth and shared its glowing aftermath of pride. For a moment I could sense that he'd forgotten I was there. It was all so much a ritual of his trade, with the softness of the man behind the trouser cloth and cap, with less guarded than usually displayed. I waited in the shadows till he nodded me across. Then I crouched to feel the rasping infant tongue. It suckled on my fingers in that unrestricted way of one whose wildly life had just begun. We raised her on her wobbling legs and settled her to feed, then watched the generations on display. Nature now would take its course. The hour was surely late, yet hurry seemed a million miles away. "Just look at us," said Feather. "All the world is fast asleep, and here we are on a frozen Christmas Eve, with the draught around our ankles and the cobwebs in our eyes, but not a word of thanks do we receive. No angels, boy, no sight nor sign, just shepherds, you and me, and neither one awake, it might be said. And no wise men, that's no surprise, if they deserve their name. If they are so wise, they're all tucked up in bed." "At least we've got a star," I said. He glanced towards the roof. "Yes, take your pick, there's thousands in the skies." "No, Dad," I said. "There's one right here. It's our baby calf, across her forehead, just above her eyes." There was silence in the darkness. Then he stood and stretched his legs. "Come on," he said, "your father's getting cold." As he fetched the lantern down, he muttered in the gloom, "'Tis amazing what the young can teach the old." The kitchen clock was striking as I tumbled into bed, the precious sleep to face the day to come. And it might have been the angels, or it might have been my dad, who softly whispered, "Merry Christmas, son."